Good morning. We are starting, as always, Pilates posture. Feet are parallel. That could be touching or hip distance. Abs are drawn in. Tailbone is long. Shoulders are up, back, and down. And I'm sorry for that little annoying sound. Deep breath in. Elongate through the top back side of your head. On the exhale, pull those ribs down again. On the inhale, extend up. And on the exhale, pull those ribs. So we haven't done our curtsies for a while, so that's where we're headed. Right foot is going to go out. Left leg is in front of you. We're going to bend the right knee so the left toes come forward. We're going to lift that left leg off the ground, bend it behind us. All of our weight is on that right leg. Bend the right knee deeper. Stretch the left leg farther. No toes down unless you really need them. And then stand it back up. We're going to do a couple slow motion like that. So right knee bends, left toes go forward, up, out, around, sit deeper, reach farther, and come up. And then we'll make that a little bit more fluid. Reach up, back down, sit, and up. If you never need to touch those left toes down, then your right leg will always be working. But if as you come up, you feel like you need to ground yourself, then please feel free to do so. Nice job. And just always keeping in mind that you're bending the knee and lowering your booty. You're not hinging forward too much. Obviously, you have to counterbalance a little bit. So there'll be a slight lean forward in your chest. But for the most part, you're trying to stay upright. 4 more. I hope you feel this in your right quad and glute. Last 2. On this last one, reach around, sit into it, hold here, go 1 inch deeper, 1 inch deeper, 1 inch deeper, 1 inch deeper, 4, 3, 2, and 1. I hope you feel those. I sure did. Weight on that left leg. Right toes forward. Slow motion to start with. We slide those toes forward as you bend the left knee. Lift that right leg up. Bring it behind you. Tuck it behind you. Reach it to the opposite side, keeping it in the air if you can, and then come up. Again, bend that left knee. Slide the right toes forward, out to the side, behind you, cross, and stand up. And now a little more fluidly. Bend, reach around, sit. Bend, reach around, sit. Reach around, sit. Good. Nice job. Again, sitting into it as much as possible, trying to avoid that chest coming forward. Good. Last one, sit into it. Back toes off the ground if you can. 1 inch deeper, 1 inch deeper, 1 inch, 1 inch, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Stand it up. Again, I hope that got your quads and your glutes, shoulders up out of your ears. Come towards the end of your mat. Step out, wide stance. Bend your knees for me. Find a flat back position, shoulders out of your ears, and then pull your ribs in and pull your abs in. And then see if you can do that without tucking your tailbone. So elongate that tailbone, ribs and abs in. Keep coming down until you can get your hands on the ground. And then you're going to walk forward with those legs wide. Shift your weight forward so you are in a plank position. Shoulders out of your ears, feet are apart. That's a bonus. Back of the neck is long. We're going to do a little baby Pilates push-up by bending the elbows and straightening. They're going backwards. Small move here. Good. Shift your weight back. Down dog. Give yourself a nice little stretch here. Nod your head yes. And shake it no. Take a big deep breath in through your nose. Exhale with a little force. And let go any tension. Back of the neck is long. Slide it forward again. Find that plank position. See if you can lift your right hand off the ground and tap your left shoulder and put it down. Left hand to right shoulder. Now, you're trying to do this without doing that side to side. Stable base. That's why we have those feet so wide apart. Last few. And again, hinge back, down dog. Woo, hips up in the air. Big deep breath in. Nod your head yes, shake no, and exhale. Bend your knees. Woo. Come down. Give yourself a rounding through the spine and an elongation. And then spin it around to a seated position, please. So hopefully that elevated your heart rate just a little bit. Big toes are touching, knees are together, back of the neck is long, shoulders out of your ears, abs draw in, hinge back, straighten those arms, and then drop the shoulders, pull the ribs in, and give me a small tuck in that tailbone, but not in the upper back. So look at your camera and see if you have this shape going, and if you do, fix that for me. So, yeah, but keep your head nodded yes. But squeeze those shoulder blades together. And then from there, we're gonna let go. Pull your abs in. We're gonna bring your arms out to the side in a T position. We're gonna roll those shoulders out of the ears. We're gonna let the knees make a small move left and right. Very small here. Upper body is staying in place. Lower body, knees are going side to side. When you are ready, you can let them go a little farther and let your hips maybe rotate, but you're trying to avoid wah with your upper body. So upper body's not moving at all, just lower body. And notice if you scrunch down, scrunching, sit up nice and tall as those legs go side to side. I hope you feel these. And then hug those legs, shoulders out of your ears, sit up tall. Woo! Back of the neck is long. Hey, that was so much fun, we get to do it again. So grab the back of the legs, straighten out your arms, look at your posture. Ears are right over your shoulders, they're not in front. Your shoulders are squeezed back, then pull those ribs in, open the arms into a T. Start with small movements with your knees, and then just like last time, see if you want to make them a little bigger. And again, you should be feeling this right through those obliques, that rotation. Make sure you didn't grind it down into your spine. You're still sitting tall, and if the ribs are pulled in, woo, and then bring it back up. Inhale, sit tall. We only have one more round like that. Shoulders out of your ears, but perhaps later you might see something similar. Hold on here, hinge back, arms straight out to the side. Keep it small with that rotation if you want, or make it bigger and let those hips come off the ground. Arms stay wide, shoulder blades squeeze together. And then grab and lift. Woo, and sit up nice and tall. All right, let's walk those little tootsies back. Grab hold one more time, but this time hinge back and then roll back down. Hug those knees into your chest. Give them a nice hug. We're gonna do a lazy 100 here. It's the only way 100 should be done. I'm teasing. Stack your legs tabletop. Pull your ribs and abs in. Bring your arms down by your side. Hands are on the mat. Shoulders out of your ears. Lift your fingertips, your wrist, your forearm. Deep breath in. Head, neck, and shoulders are staying down. Abs drawn in. We're going to inhale, tap the floor, tap the floor, tap the floor. Exhale, tap, 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 tap. Inhale, tap, 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 tap. Now, options, you can always lift the head, neck, and shoulders if you want, but, you know, they get plenty of work. You can extend those legs. You can bend them and extend them, or for that lovely challenge, you just put them out on an angle, and that is where the challenge is going to come in. And hopefully you're not wearing a hole in the floor, but you're keeping those ribs flat. Tapping, 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 tapping. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale. Exhale. And then we're going to lift up to that right leg, but we're going to bring it in, shoulders out of your ears. Deep breath in. On the exhale, bend your elbows, flex through the right heel, bring you up and bring your leg to you. Reach through those left toes. Get that nice stretch along the back of the right leg. Hold here, and then we'll switch legs, flex through the left leg. Then the elbows wide, point through the right toes. Head, neck, and shoulders lift. Hold here, and then we will switch on the exhale. You can choose to flex both feet if you want, keep them both pointed, or try to flex the one that you're bringing in for our scissors exercise with the breath. Shh. 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 Almost there. And bend both knees, hug them in. All right, we're going to do single leg pull today rather than single leg stretch, just to shake things up a little bit. So legs go tabletop. Deep breath in. Exhale, lift yourself up. You can always leave that down. Bring your left hand over to your right knee and your right hand to your ankle, left leg up in the air. On the exhale, you lift yourself up, but at the same time, you're going to pull that leg in. You're going to really stretch through that left leg. Inhale, hold for a moment. Exhale, hold for a moment. And then inhale, we're going to switch. Left knee comes in, right leg reaches. Hold for that exhale and that inhale, and then that exhale. And then we switch, and now we'll just do it with the breath. So you inhale when you switch, and you exhale when you reach. And you inhale when you switch, and you exhale to reach. Last one each way, and then knees come in, shoulders go down. Tabletop position, abs pulled in, rotate your knees open, hover your hands, staple that spine to the ground, and we're going into that wide-legged toe touch. Now, if you've been with me before, you know there are plenty of other options. If this is too intense, if you feel your low back lifting up, you can go back to legs together. You can go back to single leg touch. Now, if hip flexors are an issue for you, I actually do recommend that wider angle. That takes a little bit of the pressure off. Or even better, if you have hip flexor issues, is to squeeze something between your knees, whether it's a pillow, not your cat, please, Hal. Whether it's a pillow or a ball, that really takes that pressure off and makes you focus just on the abs without feeling that strain on those hip flexors. Couple more here. So either you're in that pivoted position or a single or a double, your choice. Last two. And then on this last one, legs are going to extend. We're keeping the upper body down. Head is nodding yes. We're going to reach through the left toes. We're going to pause, and we're going to find that place where if I went any lower, the low back would lift. So find that right above it. Flex through both heels. Point, flex, and then bring that left leg up, sorry. Right toes reach. Go a little too far, and then come back up. Flex, point, flex, and bring it up. Deep breath in. Left leg, point, flex, and lift. Right leg, point, flex, and lift. Left, point, flex. Lift, right, point, flex, and lift. Quick break, hug the knees, 4, 3, 2, 1, right back up. Both legs, if you want, point, flex on the way up. Point on the way down, flex on the way up. A couple checkpoints. Are your ribs staying flat? Is your low back staying the same distance from the ground? And even think about your chin. Did it lift up towards the sky? Can you keep it nodded? Yes. Can you keep your arms long by your sides? And then we're going to keep both legs up and bend the left knee down. Arms out into a T position. We're going to start with some leg circles with that right leg, starting with an inhale and finishing the circle with an exhale. Make those circles as big as you can without the hips wobbling. So if you want to bend your elbows and put your fingertips on your hip bones, that'd be awesome. That will give you some feedback. You can also straighten out that left leg, but if you do so, make sure that your circles are still above your hip and your forehead, that they don't go out on an angle. Because again, that will be stressful on your hip flexor. So if you have hip flexor issues, and this exercise, you are feeling it there, I want you to bend your knee instead, right? So we're gonna draw knee circles on the ceiling instead, right? And I don't even care if that foot is dangling, right? That's okay. If you want to do tabletop, that's all right, but that will put that extra strain on that hip flexor. And then right knee is going to bend and place it on the ground. Left knee comes in, extend it straight up in the air. And we're going to start again, maybe trying to start with some bigger circles. And then once you put your fingertips on your hips, if you feel like, uh-oh, my hips are going side to side, then make those circles smaller. Flex through that right heel if you want and straighten the leg out. But again, be cautious that those circles still stay above your hip. They don't go out on an angle. And again, option to bend the knee into tabletop if you're feeling this too much in your low back or your hip flexors. Or you can even drop that toe down and really feel that rotation just in the head of the femur in the hip socket. I'm really talking a lot today. Beautiful. Leg stays up in the air. Right knee comes back. Bend that right knee, hands by your side. Deep breath in. Exhale, lift your hips up in the air. Find that beautiful bridge. And then unlike your arms up, shoulders out of your ears. Lower your hands to about the level of your right knee. Lower your left knee to that level and lift it up. And point and flex to lift. And point and flex, lift. Nice and stable through those hips. Even look down and see if your hips are wonky, as in not level with each other, and try and level that out, please. Good. Left leg up, knee into your chest. Place it beside the right one, right knee in, extend it up in the air. Stabilize and square those hips, and then lower the right leg and flex to lift. Squeezing that left glute, maybe taking a little look at your hips. Make sure it seems that they are level. Two more. And then knee in, foot down, hips down, legs in. Wrap your hands around each hamstring. Hopefully you feel a nice little stretch there through those hamstrings. You could lift the heels up and pull those knees in even closer if you want. Some of you will be able to do kind of a happy baby stretch by grabbing those feet. Don't have to, option to do so. And then bring those heels together. Roll your shoulders out of your ears. Press those knees away. And then legs come back, tabletop. Shoulders out of your ears. Deep breath in, exhale, belly button pulls in. Inhale, open the knees. Exhale, lift the head, neck, and shoulders off the ground. Inhale, point your toes. Exhale, flex your heels, reach your arms overhead. Inhale, point, lift, reach for those toes. And exhale, bring it down. Inhale, open. Exhale, lift. Inhale, point. Exhale, flex, reach. Inhale, point, lift. Exhale, down. This is our slow double leg stretch. Inhale, open. Exhale, flex. Inhale, point. Exhale, flex. Inhale, point, lift, reach. That last lift is an option. Inhale, open. Exhale, lift. Inhale, point. Exhale, flex. If all you do is reach towards the toes, that's fine. And in. Here we go. Inhale, open. Exhale, lift up. Inhale, point your toes. Exhale, flex your heels, arms overhead. Inhale, point, lift, reach for the toes if you want. And exhale, down. Last two with me. Inhale, open. Exhale, lift. Inhale, point. Exhale, flex, reach. Inhale, point, lift. Last one with me. Did I say that? Inhale, open. Exhale, lift. Inhale, point. Exhale, flex. Inhale, reach. One more on your own, please. It's 6 steps. If you can get all 6, that's awesome. If you get 5 or 7 or 2 or 25, that's fine too. And then once you finish that last one, hug those knees into your chest, rotate those knees and draw some circles in the ceiling. Good. And then let's leave those legs tabletop, arms out to the side. And then we're gonna let those knees rock a little bit side to side. Good. And now bring those knees back through center. Lift your hands up off the ground. When the knees go one side, you can let both arms go the other way, right? So this is counterbalancing. Keep your feet lifted, by the way. Don't let them start to dangle. So we have awareness of those shins. And then come back to center. Open your hands. Now this will be challenging. You don't get to counterbalance this time. So your knees go side to side, but your hands don't. So your range of motion may have gotten a lot smaller again. Keep the toes lifted so that they are in line with your knees. Good. And then come to center. Bring your hands to center. Interlace your fingers, and index fingers are pointing to a spot on the ceiling. And then the last thing we're going to do is keep those index fingers at that point on the ceiling as our knees go side to side. So if you go too far, you might fall over, or your fingers will come out of that little pointed spot. And then back through center, bend your knees, hug them in, take a little rock side to side, little circles if you want, and we're gonna let those knees rock into a twist. Nice deep breath in. And as you exhale, let's come up through center and let the knees drop the opposite way, please. And then once again, back through center. Put the feet on the ground, prop yourself up on your elbows. All right, so at the beginning of class, we did knees side to side. Just now we did knees side to side. So now we're gonna straighten out the arms to leave ourselves in an angled position. And you're going to have to find a way to lift those knees up so that they stay right over your hips. So we don't want them way out here. So for me, you know, long legs, I have to lean back a little farther. Try not to let your shoulders roll forward, lift them up, but then if your ribs pop, pull those in. And then we're going back to that side to side. If you want to add the can, you're going to straighten your legs out when they go to either side. If you want a different challenge, your legs stay straight the whole time in a pendulum. But again, be aware that you don't want them to go far away from you. So if when you did that, your legs moved way far away, go back to a bit knee position. All right, and then we're all gonna sit up. Hopefully that was an easy transition. Legs apart, pull those glutes out from under you, please. Elongate through your spine, pull your ribs in, sit up out of those hips, grab the backs of your hamstrings, and bend your elbows to pull yourself forward, hinging. Then you're gonna walk your hands forward for a hinge forward. So spine is long, shoulder blades are squeezed together. And then if you want, go ahead and reach farther and allow your body to drop into a rounded position. But try and keep that rounding coming from your belly button first and your ribs, and then a head, neck, and shoulders round. So that as we come out of this, bring your hands down, put your belly button in, pull back, pull back, pull back, lift up, lift up, lift up, and shoulders and ribs. All right, let's lean or move over onto one side, facing the camera hopefully, with your top leg over the bottom leg, knees are bent. So we did some side bends on Saturday with the feet on the book where you couldn't move the feet. So I kind of want you, if you were with me, keep that in mind, that as we come up, we don't slide the feet away. We just have to lift the hips higher to straighten the legs. And again, I've kind of rounded, so try and stay open, and then bend the knees, they hover, and then you come up and bend and lift. Good. Come up, hold, bottom knee comes down, bend that bottom knee. Shoulders out of your ears. Take your ribs and pull them up and in, away from the ground. So try not to let this start happening where you're slouching. So shoulders going to push back out of your way and ribs are going to stay elevated. Top leg is going to lift. We're going to flex it forward in that kick, 2 little kicks, and then reach, point back. Exhale, flex, kick, and reach. Sorry, that's an inhale. Kick, kick, and exhale, reach. And then just notice as your leg doing a wah, 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 wah. Try and keep it at hip level as you do this exercise. Push, push, and reach. And push, push, and reach one more time. Push, push, and reach. Now we're coming up onto that bottom knee. So now we're on that knee and that hand. And that top leg is once again going to lift to hip height, right? So we don't want to keep it down here. If we can get it up here, that's awesome. Kick it forward, kick, kick, and reach. Kick, kick, woo, and reach. Sorry, I broke my rule. Kick, kick, and reach. Good. Way up here. Kick, kick, and reach. Kick, kick, and reach. Last time. Kick, kick. Leg comes down, and now you are up on that knee, arms out into a T. That was my run for the day. Over to this side you go, the bent knee side, lifting up. Now, when you are ready for more challenge, what I want you to do is bring your arms into a V. And continue this, but make sure your torso is moving with your hands. So you could stay here and let your hands move like a teddy in the wind. Last time, hold to the side, reach your bottom arm, reach your top arm, and you bring them together, hold for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Woo, lift up and come down. All you're gonna do is come onto both knees, opposite leg all to the side. Okay, so we're gonna reverse the order and hopefully your instructor will know what she's doing. Shoulders out of your ears, ribs drawn in, and we go over to the bent knee side and up. Good. For more challenge, arms go into a V. And then we're going to bring it over, bring those hands together, reach, straighten those arms, 4, 3, 2, lift up, woo, come down. You're coming down onto that hand, lifting that top leg, exhale, inhale, kick, kick, and exhale, reach. Kick, kick, and reach. Kick, kick, and reach. Kick, kick, and reach. Just 2 more of these. Kick, kick, and reach last time. Kick, kick, reach, and now we come down. That bottom knee is going to bend, We come down onto that elbow, we push that elbow back, we lift up through those lats. Lift that top leg hip height, kick, kick, and reach, kick, and reach. Kick, and reach. Shoulder out of your ear, kick, and reach. 2 more, kick, and reach. Last time, kick, and reach. Legs crisscross at the ankles. Top leg is in front. When you're ready, we come up in that side bend by straightening out those legs, and then we curtsy. And lift, and curtsy. And relax. Let's spin over onto our abdominals, please. Forehead gets to rest on those hands at first. Bring your big toes to touch. As always, your toenails are on the ground. We're not tucking. Just relax the upper body for now. And bring those heels together with your lower body. That should ignite everything along that lower body. You should feel your glutes squeeze, a little hamstring action, a little inner thigh. And then we're going to bring our hands down by our sides. We're going to lift the shoulders up, reach through the hands, lift your upper body up. Keep squeezing those ankles together. Deep breath in. Exhale, come down, turn your head to face the camera. Deep breath in, heels together, belly button pulls in, forehead back to center. Exhale, lift. Squeeze those shoulder blades together. Lift and reach the arms. Keep your heels together. Hold. Come down. Pivot your head the other way, please. Deep breath in. Squeeze everything together. Exhale to lift. Hold at the top. Reaching. Feet are still touching the ground. Pressing those toenails into the ground. Come down. Head pivots towards me. Deep breath in. Exhale, lift, squeeze, hold it, reach, come down. Head goes the other way. Deep breath in. Exhale, lift, squeeze, and we are hanging out here this time. Can you lift your thighs off the ground and allow that upper body to come a little higher? And then everything down, deep breath in, everything up on the exhale. Inhale at the top, exhale down, inhale, prepare. Exhale, lift, keep those heels together, hold at the top. Exhale down, inhale, and exhale, lift, hold, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's press back in our resting position, please. Hips sit back on our heels, back of the neck is long. Hands can be out front or by your sides. You can tuck them between your hamstring and your calf if you need that extra space. And then we're coming up onto those hands and knees. We're going to do a quick little mobility for our hips by bringing the left hand forward and the right knee. And then all you're going to do is shift your weight forward and back. Onto that front hand and onto the back hand. You're not intentionally moving your hips up and down, but they are dropping into place and then pressing back. And then let's walk that left hand back and that right knee. Let's step forward with the right hand and the left knee and do that same sliding, gliding forward and back. And your hips might be dropping in and out of rotation, and that's fine. That would be normal. Good. And now back with the right hand and back with the left knee. Shoulders out of your ears. Square those abs. Shoulders relax. Press the floor away. Tuck your right toes. Shift your weight forward. Point the right toes and lift that leg off the ground. If you want, add your left arm. Now, options: hold in this bird dog, tap down and lift up, or even more challenging, open your arm to the left and your leg to the right. Do your best to keep your left hand out of your peripheral vision, please, and that right leg moving at hip height. So off to the side, if you're doing the tap and lift, make sure you're tapping down and then lifting just to hip height. When we lift our leg higher than the hips, usually we go into extension. All right, let's come back down. Find your neutral again. Tuck your left toes. Press through that heel. Shift your weight forward. Lift those left legs. Right arm up if you want. Options to tap and lift, to hold your bird dog, or to open and close. Right arm to the right, left arm to the left. And just keep that going. Nice work, you guys. Be careful about lifting that foot higher than your hip. Nice. And relax. Just shift those hips side to side, and then let's come back over and sit down and think about what we did at the beginning of class with adding on today. All right, so ankles and knees are touching, shoulders out of your ears. We held on to the thighs as we hinged back to our, or held on to our hamstrings. We made sure we weren't rounded, right? We're lifted, but then we pull our ribs in. Our head isn't forward with the shoulders rounded. We're squeezed back, head nodding yes. Then we let go and we did the T, and then we did our knees side to side. Now you are welcome to stay with that. If you want that next level of challenge, we go similar to what we just did a couple minutes ago, only instead of bracing with our arms are off to the side, right? Our knees are moving side to side, rotating through our hips. Thighs should be really close to your ribs. Arms don't get to sway side to side, right? So when I'm looking at you on camera, I shouldn't say we're not lift off. We're not flying. We're not flying to the sun where we'd weigh 250 tons or be the size of a crane. And then when you're ready, come on up, shoulders out of your ears. Keep your left leg where it is, please. Hinge back with your right leg lifted. Beautiful. Extend that right leg up, shoulders out of your ears. Lean back with that right leg coming with you, and then arms go into that T position. That right leg is going to draw a circle on the ceiling and reverse. But we're trying not to tuck it around. We're still trying to stay lifted, and we don't want that leg low. We need it really high. So if that didn't work, remember those leg circles we did earlier, it can certainly be in a bent knee position. And yes, you can absolutely lie down to do this, but look in the mirror or in the camera and make sure you haven't hunched your shoulders. So adjust as needed, and then how about we put that right leg down. Lean back, left leg comes with you, shoulders out of your ears, and then as you're ready, let go of that left leg and try and draw your circles here. And again, if you need to, go back to that bent knee, that's fine. Good. So find out which one is working for you. Lying down is fine. Remember what's important here is anything that you do, if you do in a poor position, your body's learning that, right? So you do what you need to do, knees bent, lying down, whatever, so that you can be in that beautiful posture. Because I think that's what we're all wanting. Nice. And let's grab hold and walk all the way back, knees into our chest, and give those knees a hug. We're going to take a little rock side to side. All right, and now we're going to practice what we just did with both legs, but we're going to do it from a lying down position. So arms out into your T, chest is broad, head, chin is nodded yes, and legs go up. We're just going to start with that tick-tock or that pendulum, legs moving side to side. And I realize that you will probably notice that your arms are helping a bit here. And then when you're ready, start making a little baby circle, reach the top of your circle and reverse it. And then if you want, make those circles bigger, but again, don't forget that your circle should still include coming over your hips, not way out in front. When you're ready for a different challenge, maybe you lift your arms up. And then we bend our knees and we give them a hug. Shoulders out of your ears, hands by your sides, palms down, but you're not putting them underneath your hips, right? They're out to the side. Legs straight up in the air. We're going to do our hip lifts. We have not done these for a while. Deep breath in. Exhale, staple your belly button. Inhale, lift your hips, point your toes in the air, hold for a moment, come down. So it's not this, woo, up over your head. It's right up over your hips. Inhale, lift, hold, and exhale, down. Inhale, lift, hold, exhale, down. And up, hold, and down. Up, hold, and down. Up, hold, and down. So, and also we're not swinging forward, right? So if you're doing bent knees, they start over your hips. They go up, down, not forward, back, right? I think it's actually harder with bent knees, by the way. If you want to have legs up and you need hamstring protection, keep the knees slightly bent. But I found that this, because that put weight in front of me, was really hard. Now, if you're ready for your next challenge, bend your elbows, fingers reach to the sky, and now your triceps are probably helping a lot. So we're going to take that out, and your paws might go away. Fingers to the sky, shoulders out of your ears, lift, hold, pause, if you can, lift, hold, reach for the sky, reaching, and reaching, good. 3, 2, and 1, woo, hug those knees in. Take a little rock side to side. Put your left foot on the ground for me and cross your right knee all the way over it. Tight little cross, crisscross. Arms into a T, and then knees drop to the left, please. Use that left elbow, press everything back up through center, uncross your legs, left goes over right. And then knees drop to your right, please. Nice twist through that spine. And then back through center we go. Uncross. Hug both knees in. One hand grabs each side. And take that rock side to side. And then we're going to slide the left leg all the way out. And we're going to draw circles with the right leg on the ceiling. And I don't care how much your hips rock side to side. I want you to allow that to happen and then reverse those circles. Good. And then finally, bring that right knee up to your right armpit. Extend that foot in a flexed position and straighten it out. Bring it back to center. Bring it across to your left shoulder. Put the ankle on your thigh and then open that knee. Passive inner thigh stretch. And then that right leg will go beside the left. We're going to hug that left knee in and we're going to draw those big old circles on the ceiling. And reverse it. And then we're going to leave that knee to the left, hug it in, flex through that heel, lift that heel up, and then extend that leg left. Bring that leg across the right thigh. Passive figure 4 here, please. And then left leg beside the right. All right. Options, you can certainly turn over on your side to protect your back, or if you're a person who can do roll up safely and without harming your spine, take your time, roll up a vertebra at a time, whichever one, whether you rolled to your side or sat up. Meet me over on your hands and knees, please. Good, deep breath in, and we're going to exhale, stretching up and rounding. And inhaling, opening. I promise I'll get back to the sound. And exhale to tuck and curl. And inhale to open. And let's think about that beginning of class where we tucked our toes and we pressed back in that down dog. Let's find that down dog, only maybe get a little stretch for our calves this time. Pressing one heel down at a time. Good. And then we're going to walk back, bending the knees a whole bunch. Ribs on your thighs, hands on your thighs, shoulders out of your ears. Deep breath in, lift your chest up. Give yourselves a moment of gratitude for being here. I thank you all for being here. And if you want to join me for a trivia question, come on up, please. Thank you for being here. If you are exiting.